What's up guys, Jake from D3. Keep doing these home workouts, you'll be able to dunk like me. All right, so standard warm up. Just make sure you have some good space. We're gonna start off with some different arm swing movements. So first one, just going arms straight out, palms facing up. We're gonna go small circles for 10 forward. Just keep them nice and tight, and then we'll stop. When we're going 10 backwards, same thing. All right, that's 10 each. Now we're gonna just go large circles forward. Same thing, keep those palms up. Nice big circles. Now 10 back. Now we'll go 10 across. Switch the arm that comes over top each time. Now we're gonna go 10 overhead. At the top each time, reach your hands back behind your head. Get that good tricep stretch through the shoulders. Next, we're gonna go alternating arm swings. So just go one arm up, one down, and we're just gonna switch. We're gonna go 20 of these, 10 each arm. All right, good. Next, we're gonna go a wider stance. We're just gonna go alternating toe touches. These will be a little bit more controlled. Arms are gonna come straight out, and then we're just gonna alternate hand to toe. All right, 5 each way, 10 total. 3. All right, good. And the next one, we're just gonna go an easy twist. All right, now next one, we're gonna go hip hinge with an overhead reach. All right, so we're gonna do hip feet, hip width. Go this way for you, and then we're just gonna reach the hips back. Back stays nice and flat, and those arms coming overhead to this position. All right, so we're really trying to reach into this bottom position, and then just stand up. We'll go for 10. Last one, and good. Next one, we're gonna go an easy twist again, torso rotation, but just a little bit rounded back. And next one, sorry, my video turned off. And then the next one, we're gonna go a little bit wider stance. All right, then we're gonna hinge, hips back, and we're gonna go arms straight out, and it's gonna be like a golf swing. All right, good. And then we're just gonna stick with that wide stance. We're gonna do 5 of our inchworms. So reach down to the floor, then you're just gonna walk hands out. We'll go 1 push-up, and then walk your hands back. Okay, again, reach, walk out, push up, and then back. We're gonna go 3 more, 5 total. That's 4. And again, if you need to, drop down on the knees. Here for your push-up. And then just get back up on the toes before you walk the hands back. All right, that's 5 inchworms. Now we're gonna go back to a wide stance, lateral lunge. All right, make sure you're still getting weight back on the heels, and then just shifting our weight over. 5 each leg here. Last 2, 9, 10. Good, we're almost there, guys. Next one, we're gonna go groiners. All right, so we're gonna take it into a lunge step. Outside hand's gonna be down, so I'm left leg forward, right hand's on the ground. Then I'm just gonna twist up towards the ceiling. Then we're just gonna hand back down. We'll switch feet, and then up. All right, so you do 5 each side. 4, 6, 8, 9, last 1, and 10. Back up on our feet. All right, this last few guys are going to be on the floor. If you have space for this one, try to get it in. We're going to do a roll back, legs come over, and then you're going to come forward, wide legs, reach forward. All right, so we're back, forward, reach. All right, we're doing just 5 of these. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going one more, 6. So the next one, we're just going to stay right down here. All right, you're going to lay on your back, arms out wide, and then we're just going to cross foot over, and then back to the middle, try to come up high, cross over, and then back. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then the last one, you're just going to stay right down here. Feet are going to be flat on the floor, right together, knees together. And then we're just nice and controlled, side to side. All right, this will be the last 10, 5 each way. Four more, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So that concludes our warm-up. If you guys have any other tight spots, feel like you need to work out a little bit more, feel free to do a little bit more movement. But that should be good to get you guys ready for the workout coming up next. Hey, what's up guys? Hope you guys are enjoying this week's workouts. As you guys can see, decided to take advantage of the nice weather today, get outside. I encourage you, any of these workouts, if you can, get outside, do them outside. All right, it'll feel a lot better just getting out in the fresh air. So we'll get right into things workout-wise. So we're just gonna have 2 different movements today. Both are gonna be a complex. So first one is a lunge and squat complex. So the way it's gonna work, Dave, if you come a little bit closer, you're gonna do 2 reverse lunges. So you start off, either side doesn't matter. Lunge back, back knee touches the ground, come up, so 1, 1, and then you're gonna do an air squat. So that's the complex. So it's lunge, lunge, squat. That's 1 rep. So it'd be 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. All right, so that's the lunge and squat complex. Next one, guys, we're gonna stick with that same complex idea. We're gonna be doing a push-up. So it's gonna be a push-up. Dan, if you come a little bit lower for me. fine if it's shaky, doesn't matter. So it's gonna start off with a push-up, and then you're just gonna do a rotation, pointing that arm straight up to the sky. I want to be a straight arm through your arms to the floor. Rotate once, then two, and so forth. All right, so both movements today, doing that kind of complex style. For the actual workout, the rep scheme, it's gonna be for the lunge squat, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. If that seems like too much, just go with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So doing that descending rep scheme for the lunge squat. On the push-up with rotation, you're gonna do either 5 to 10 reps every time. So if 10's too tough, do 5. Wanna try to do them straight through every set. That finishes the workout portion, guys. Next, we're gonna get into our core work for today. We're gonna do the same kind of style we've done before. It'll be 5 rounds Tabata style, so 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and you'll just alternate between these 2 exercises. So since we're outside, we're gonna stick with some animal movements today. First one is gonna be dead bugs. All right, so dead bugs, you're just gonna lay down on your back. All right, feet come up, or knees come up, so your legs are straight up towards the sky. Reach forward, we're gonna get into this hollow position. And then this is gonna be our starting position. So then from here, I'm gonna go opposite hand, opposite leg, reaching my heel to the ground with my foot and thumb to the ground with my arm overhead. Then we're back to the middle. All right, try to keep that non-working arm straight up and that knee straight up the whole time. All right, again, really focusing on that low back position. That low back needs to stay flat to the ground the entire time on these. That's the dead bug. Next one's gonna be called a bird dog. So we're gonna be on hands and knees, starting here. And then it's just gonna be the exact opposite. So now we're gonna bring, same thing, opposite hand and leg, coming up this way, but now I'm thinking about pointing my toe on that back foot and really squeezing my glute on that back leg. And back to the middle, and here. So again, really focus on abs and tight glute in this extended position, and then just reset in the middle each time. If you guys want, you can make these a little bit harder. And instead of keeping the knees on the ground, you just come up to toes and hands. And then from here, it's the same thing. So it's gonna be a lot more balance. It's pretty tough. So if you want a little bit more of a challenge on these today, that would be a good one to try. And that finishes the core work, guys. Next, we're just gonna get into our stretching. All right, a couple you've seen before, a couple new ones. So first one's gonna be our dragon pose. So again, just a big lunge step forward, that back knee's on the ground, trying to stay nice and tall through the torso and letting that hip sink forward. All right, so again, this is the dragon pose. You guys can do either toe down in the back or up on the toe. I like to relax there. Again, just really trying to ease in these positions. We're gonna be 2 minutes per side on dragon today. Next one, guys, it's a new one. We're gonna go with the frog pose. All right, so this one's gonna be helping with the groin area. So you're gonna start off hands and knees. Goal is to get pretty wide with the knees, hands out, and then from here, just pushing the hips back towards the heels. So you should really feel this one on the inner thighs. You might even feel a little bit into the glutes. Try to find a comfortable position. All right, again, really trying to stay calm, relaxed into that position. Don't want to be super tense or breathing heavy. Try to stay calm, nice relaxed breathing. That's the frog. Just keep it going. Next one's gonna be scorpion pose. So for this one, you're just gonna lay flat out on the floor. Arms are gonna be flat out to the sides. And then from here, so I'm gonna think about taking my left leg, bringing it over, trying to get my foot flat on the ground. This stretch, you might get a little bit in your low back, but it's more about this shoulder with that arm extended out to the side. So this is gonna be a good stretch for the pecs. After all these push-ups today, I'm pushing off this hand a little bit too into that twist and trying to relax my right arm. So my right arm again is the one that's flat. For this one, we're gonna go a minute each side. Keep it going. And the last stretch for the day, guys, one we've done before, the doorway pec stretch. We don't have a doorway out here, so I'm just gonna go back to a video I shot before for that doorway pec stretch. Again, it's gonna be the last one for a minute each side. All right, so for the doorway pec stretch, this is gonna be my doorway, all right? You're gonna get an arm right on the inside of that doorway. All right, you can see I have 90 degrees at my elbow, 90 degrees at the shoulder. Then I'm gonna step forward, so my right arm's up, stepping forward with my right leg, and then I'm just turning away from that arm. All right, so it's gonna get a good stretch through this pec into the shoulder. Really good, especially if you're still at home sitting, working in an office. Shoulders are forward. It's a really good one to open up the chest, work on good posture. That's our doorway pec stretch.